Inhumans and Vyse, a couple of subs being used for the Inhumans, so I'm sorry for the couple minutes of delay. However, the game's underway, coming through the banning phase. Cullen going to be the first one to take it off the board. A character that's been performing very well in solo lane, especially with Gladiator Shield, giving him lots more health because the mana gets turned over into the health. I haven't casted in a little while, so I'm definitely going to be loosening up. But this is round one of a tourney that not a lot of us thought was going to happen, so I'm pretty stoked. Hopefully going to see some good games, and hopefully next split will be even better. However, Kronos, Kakoan, both going to be taken out. I think Freya will most likely be the next ban coming out of Vyse. Don't want to give that over to the Inhumans. Plenty of people on their team that could utilize that in multiple roles, so I think got to be safe and take the Freya away. However, I haven't seen Dark Mantle play much of Freya, but with these pick ban characters coming through on the Inhumans, Ganesh are going to be prioritized and locked in first. Put that on God's Hitman, not worrying about letting Freya or Thoth through. Taking that Thoth away from Potty Racer, definitely pretty big for Vyse, considering that's one God that we've seen him play every single time it's been available to him. So I'm definitely excited for that. Thoth and Terra, two top tier supports being prioritized, which definitely tells me this is a pretty high level game. Terra and Ganesha are both super good in their own rights. I'm going to get the stream going up and get the chat in front of me so I can respond to anything anybody is saying. Vamana actually going to be locked in. Hobbsy going to be locking that in for himself in the solo lane. Unfortunately, Inimical is not available. Hobbsy filling in for him, and Vamana going to be his solo laner of choice. Something, I think. No, they're using Bank Time. Never mind. God's Hitman still deciding on what he is going to be taking for his team. I think probably a Hunter pickup here. Get Dark Panel, his Rama, possibly the Freya if they want to go that route. However, both teams not opting for her. Now going to lock her in. I was right. Freya is somebody to be prioritized. I was actually kind of curious to see why she wasn't banned out. However, they're going to get her probably for Sidon. I think if Sidon's going to rock that Freya in the jungle and Dark wants to go as Rama, that would work. But Freya is not the hardest to use, so I definitely wouldn't put it past Dark Mantle to put her in duo. And Chiron going to be locked in after his buffs. He's crazy in lane. Being able to out clear the Freya early is going to put a lot of pressure on her, and that's something that Freya does struggle with, is being under a ton of pressure and not being able to clear the wave the way you want to clear a wave usually. Yeah, I like Chiron. That buff's pretty good. Odd to see Inhumans not prioritize Sidon's jungle. Usually we'll see, if it's an Odin, we'll see an Odin early, but usually the jungler gets picked up pretty early for the Inhumans because Sidon knows what he's feeling and knows what he wants to take against the team at any given time. So curious to see him waiting and being a little more diligent with that, possibly being much more thought out with their picks and bans than they have in the past, which could definitely turn out to be really good. And Hunbat's going to be banned away from him. Sidon has a perfect Hunbat, so not a surprise to see that banned out. I think with the team comp they're going for, a Hunbat's ultimate would definitely disrupt a lot of things, especially when you don't have any CC immune characters except for the Chiron, but having somebody like Thoth who isn't CC immune during the channeling of that ult, or when he fires the ultimate, so a pretty warranted ban. Osiris also going to be taken away. Excuse me, Osiris also going to be taken away. A top tier solo laner in his own rights. Just general bans. I don't see anything particularly targeted except that Hunbat. Pretty general bans. Not really sure how each team feels about each other. These teams haven't faced each other to my knowledge, so pretty new to each other. Just eating away at that bank time, thinking about what their bans are going to be. It's very diligent and thought out right now. It is for both teams. Wheelix going to be taken away. Sidon has a good Wheelix too, and they don't have any leaps on their side. However, Sidon on the character by himself is still a formidable enemy. So, just general bans. plus seed on targeting. Astro Kitty. I'm thinking they're probably going to pick up their jungler here, whatever it may be for Sidon. They want to make sure that they don't prioritize another role and they pick up the exact jungler they may be thinking of. We don't really know what Sidon's going for here. Potentially that Freya, but we won't know. Mercury in the jungle. Okay, I like that. I think Mercury does pretty good. Clear-wise, when he's partnered up with the Thoth early game, they're going to get pushed out pretty hard by whatever it is that they're going to be putting together by the Inhumans. doubt I doubt they're going to have a low clear lane in mid. They usually like to go for better early game gods. I haven't seen Sidon do a whole lot of late game stuff. Nemesis is going to be locked in for Sidon, so it's actually going to be Freya in the mid lane. Yeah, Freya in the mid lane. It's going to be a potty racer on that Freya, which will definitely be interesting. Their clear is going to be pretty good between Freya and Nemesis. That buffed Freya. We haven't gotten the nerfed end of that buff, so we're still working on. I think this is 414. Pretty sure this patch 414 anyways. Freya has all the buffs that she needs right now, so her clear is super good in that mid lane. So I do like having that pickup and flexing that into the mid lane as well. How's it going, Hobbs? Raven gonna be locked in going into the solo lane. Actually curious. I'm surprised actually not to see the Raven get picked up a little bit earlier. Still pretty good in multiple roles, being jungle and solo lane right now. However, just trading around, getting everybody on their correct characters. I will be back as soon as the game starts. Play by play is where I shine, and that's where you guys are gonna get the entertainment. Anyways, I'll be back in a couple minutes when the game starts. Excuse me.